Hej, siemano wam wszystkim ludzie, z tej strony Arturo, witam was na swoim kanale i kontynuujemy Moebius Empire Rising. Moi drodzy, kontynuujemy naszą przygodę w tym miejscu. Musimy w jakiś sposób dostać się do namiotu dla VIP-ów. Z tego co pamiętamy, to mężczyzna po lewej stronie ma przepustkę dla VIP-ów, a my w jakiś sposób musimy ją zdobyć. Spróbuję porozmawiać ponownie z dziewczyną.
Excuse me again.
Yeah?
Żegnam. Brak nowych opcji dialogowych. Obstawiam, że w jakiś sposób musimy jej pomóc, przekupić, żeby, nie wiem, być może odwróciła uwagę tego mężczyzny, a my weźmiemy sobie jego przepustkę. Tak obstawiam, ale wydaje mi się, że na tą chwilę w tym miejscu nic zrobić nie możemy. Wyjdźmy zatem do mapy i zobaczmy, jakie miejsca możemy jeszcze odwiedzić. Dobra. Tutaj mamy Rector z Antyk, mieszkanie Malachi. Jest też jakiś Central Park. Dobra, chodźmy do naszego mieszkania. No, powiem tak, całkiem nieźle się urządziliśmy. I znowu łykamy te tabletki. A co jeżeli za chwilę mu ich zabraknie? No bo serio, takie pudełeczko tabletek w nieskończoność brać?
The kitchen is clean and almost never used. I prefer it that way.
Kartka urodzinowa.
A card from my father. He sends one at Christmas as well. His second wife was never a fan of mine, so this is the extent of our communication. I think I will take the scissors. I may need them.
Zabrałem nożyczki do ekwipunku, świetnie, to może mi się do czegoś przydać.
I don't need anything else from the knife block.
Ale noża już zabrać nie mogę.
I really don't need to carry it with me.
Karteczki też nie. A, to całe to jest kuchnia.
Mr. Walker is here. He must be in the guest room.
No tak, mieszka z nami David.
I don't want to sit down. I had that sent from Japan. I like the simplicity of it and its exaggerated length.
Jestem ciekaw, czy będę mógł wyjść na balkon i podziwiać widoki.
I get a touch of vertigo when I go out there. I prefer this side of the glass.
Okej. Pokój Davida.
Mr. Walker, might I have a word with you in the kitchen?
Be right there.
Mieszkanie.
I trust everything is to your satisfaction. With the room, that is.
Yes, sir. It's fine. You have an amazing apartment, if you don't mind my saying so. But I think it's interesting that a guy who makes his living in antiques has such modern furnishings.
I find new things relaxing.
Ah,
Things with history. I'm always thinking about them.
good to know.
Wyjście.
I have some people I need to meet. I'll be out most of today.
Is there anything you want me to do in the meantime?
Yes, stay here.
I didn't have any other plans. What about tonight? Gretchen invited me for a drink at Cherries on Top.
Did she?
She did?
Mr. Walker, there are approximately 2 million women in Manhattan. Must you really indulge with my only other employee?
Don't worry, she's not my type.
Ciekawe, kto jest w twoim typie. Być może my, taki wiecie, przystojny chłopiec. Ochrona.
Now that you've seen the apartment, any thoughts on security?
Yes, sir. I talked to the bellman and the building manager. Nice guy, by the way. No one's to be buzzed up without clearing it with me. The manager ran me through their security system. They could use a few more cameras, especially on the roof, but overall it's pretty decent. Even so, I'd recommend installing sensors on the doors and windows. I can order them if you like.
I see. Good work. I'll think about the sensors and let you know. That's all, Mr. Walker.
Yes, sir.
Chyba zyskaliśmy dodatkowe punkty, że porozmawialiśmy z Davidem. Mój wynik 188 na 676. Jestem ciekaw, ile punktów nie udało mi się zdobyć i jak daleko jestem w grze. Wyjście. Kanapa. Czy będzie gdzieś tu jakaś dalsza część pokoju, albo... Tak, mogę iść na górę. Przestrzenne. Szafka nocna. Co my tutaj mamy? Odtwarzacz MP3.
I might have a use for this.
Chyba już wiem, komu będę mógł ten odtwarzacz MP3 dać. Tej dziewczynie, która tam stoi. Słój z drobniakami.
I might need a few quarters.
I mamy też pieniążki, będę mógł kupić gazetę. Coraz bardziej zaczyna mi się ta gierka podobać.
I prefer things very orderly. There's less to keep track of that way.
Poukładany gościu.
Not now. I've too much on my mind.
Dobrze, że nie widzi mojej szafy z ubraniami. Wszystko wrzucone na jedną kupę, takie wiecie, pogniecione, w ogóle Ale ja tak mam. Wyciągnę ciuchy, jak czegoś szukam, a potem już tego nie składam, tylko wrzucam byle jak.
I don't need them right now, thank God.
Metalowa obręcz, czyli to jest coś chyba w rodzaju siłowni, nie? Nie wiem, tak mi się wydaje. Że tu się robi pompki.
Not now. I've too much on my mind.
Drzwi do łazienki.
I don't have time for a shower, and I've no other pressing business at the moment.
Okej. Nie będziemy cię zmuszać. Do wyjścia na balkon również. To wydaje mi się, że z tego pokoju wzięliśmy tak naprawdę tylko i wyłącznie monety i... Co jeszcze wzięliśmy? Aha, MP3. Dobra. Wyjdźmy zatem na zewnątrz. W pierwszej kolejności chyba pójdziemy kupić gazetę. Czyli byśmy musieli udać się, Rector's Antique. No w sumie mamy po drodze później do tego miejsca. Odwiedzimy też Central Park. Jaki radiowóz tam jechał? Dobra, co my tutaj mamy? Cena prezydentury, Carter zamierza kupić następne wybory. Po orzeczeniu Sądu Najwyższego, które zrównało korporacje z ludźmi oraz pozwoliło im dotować kampanie polityczne, specjaliści biją na alarm. Następnych wyborów prezydenckich nie wygra kandydat o najlepszym programie czy największej popularności, lecz ten, który zbierze najbogatszych sponsorów. Nazwisko Douglas Wilda, Cartera, miliardera skutecznie wspierającego kandydatów obu partii, często pojawia się w wypowiedziach przeciwników nowego prawa. Czy wpływowi gracze, tacy jak Carter, mają prawo do kupowania prezydentury, a głos społeczeństwa nie ma już żadnego znaczenia w wyścigu o stanowisko najpotężniejszego człowieka świata? Pyta politolog Kevin Hamilton. Nowe prawo niweczy dziesiątki lat ciężkiej pracy organizacji obywatelskich, których głównym celem zawsze było promowanie różnorodności wśród kandydatów na ważne stanowiska państwowe. Ciąg dalszy na stronie numer 2. Ogólnokrajowa debata telewizyjna, ujęto podejrzanych o terroryzm. No dobra, mamy gazetę.
My business, Rector Antiques. It's one of the most successful stores on 7th Avenue, even with the recession.
W sumie to ja nie wiem, po co mi ta gazeta. Czy to tylko tak, żeby, nie wiem, taka ciekawostka?
I don't want to see Dexter again. Not until I've done some more investigating on my own.
A, czyli ja nie mogę się teraz tutaj udać, okej. Dobra, plan jest taki, wybieramy MP3, ponownie rozmawiamy z dziewczyną.
Excuse me, miss? I wondered if you might do me a small favor.
Like what?
See that man over there? I'd very much appreciate it if you could attract his attention. Just be watchable. I can offer you this MP3 player in exchange.
Are you serious? All I have to do is get him to look at me. Hell yeah.
Excellent. It's all yours.
W sumie fajny biznes.
Hey, this isn't some kind of trap, is it?
With an MP3 player? No.
All right, you're on. Watch this.
I think he'd notice if I tried to pull the badge over his head.
Dobra, mężczyzna jest zajęty patrzeniem na dziewczynę. Ja wybiorę sobie nożyczki i spróbuję użyć na tym mężczyźnie.
I think he'd notice if I tried to pull the badge over his head.
Dobra, mamy przypustkę. Ale wydaje mi się, że powinienem... W sumie to ja nawet nie wiem, jak to wygląda.
I should talk to the man at the entrance.
Bo to chyba nie wystarczy, nie? Żebym ja tam wszedł do środka.
I need to repair the VIP badge first. I cut the lanyard and it needs to be fixed.
A, okej. Ja chyba też wiem, co trzeba tutaj zrobić. Pamiętacie, kiedy byliśmy w swoim biurze i spojrzeliśmy na biurko? Tam był super glut. Ja obstawiam, że super glutem musimy naprawić smyczkę. Wcześniej nie mogliśmy go zabrać, bo nie znaliśmy dla niego zastosowania. Ale teraz, kiedy już wiemy, pewnie się to uda.
I'll take it with me.
No i świetnie. Mamy supergluta. Tylko teraz jak się łączyło przedmioty?
This superglue should be able to mend the lanyard.
No i proszę bardzo. Zastanawia mnie, po co jest to oko i po co jest ta lupa, skoro i tak nie widzę dla tego zastosowania. Zobaczmy, czy są jakieś nowe opcje dialogowe, jeżeli chodzi o Gretchen.
Gretchen?
Yes, Malachi?
Dlaczego umówiłaś się z Dawidem?
That's all for now.
Very well.
To było dokładnie w tym miejscu. O, dziewczyna zniknęła.
Can I help you?
I'd like to get into the VIP tent. I have a badge.
Your name, sir?
Rector. Malachi Rector.
I'm sorry, but you're not on my list.
But I have a badge.
I'm sorry, sir, but we have heightened security at this event. I can't let you in unless you have a badge and your name is on my list.
How irritating.
Cholera, no to w jaki sposób byśmy mogli się tam dostać? Poczekajcie. Czy my nie mamy numeru telefonu do jakiejś pani? Dokładnie do niej.
Congresswoman Smythe, my phone says this is Malachi Rector, but surely it's mistaken.
I've been traveling as usual. How are you?
Wonderful. Are you in New York? Any chance you can get that rifle appraised for me? I'm sure Gretchen explained why it's urgent.
It's already done. I don't know where you found it, but the rifle is an 1876 Winchester custom designed for Teddy Roosevelt. It's very likely it was in his possession and was sold off after his death.
Oh, Malachi, that's incredible. Henry will be over the moon. I can't thank you enough for this.
Actually, you can.
Uh-oh.
Senator Markham is speaking at Bethesda Square today. I'd like to meet him, but I can't get into the VIP tent. I thought you could help.
Well, I sent the senator's staff a list of people who should be on the VIP list. I can add your name and send an update, but I can't get you a badge. I don't have any.
Get me on the list if you will. I'll figure out the rest.
Consider it done. I didn't realize you had an interest in politics.
I don't. But thank you for the favor. Goodbye.
Dobra, spróbujmy ponownie.
Can I help you?
I'd like to get into the VIP tent. My name should be on the list. Malachi Rector.
Yes, I have you on my list, Mr. Rector. And I see you're wearing a VIP badge. Go on in, sir.
Thank you.
Widzicie, to się nazywa magia. Przed chwilą z nimi rozmawialiśmy, nie było mnie na liście. I nagle się pojawiłem.
Senator Martin, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Nice to meet you. Thank you for your support. Senator Markham, nice to...
it. I agreed to meet Gretchen at Cherries on Top across from the antique store. I wonder what she wants to talk to me about, other than having my liver with a nice Chianti.
Czyżbyśmy teraz sterowali Davidem? Na to wychodzi plecak. Lina z hakiem.
I don't need that hook for anything at the moment.
Dobra, ale portfel i paszport by nam się przydał.
I've gotten a hell of a lot of use out of that passport in the past year. Sounds like I'm about to get some more. I'll leave the knife here for now. I won't need it walking around Manhattan. At least, I hope not.
Czyli wzięliśmy tylko i wyłącznie portfel. No dobra. Skoro jesteśmy umówieni z Gretchen, to pieniądze nam się przydadzą. Wiecie, żeby kupić jakieś drineczka albo coś. Orbitek.
I don't really know Rector well enough to ask if I can use his stuff. Scratch that. I do know him well enough, and I'd rather not ask.
Byś sobie poćwiczył na siłowni. Hantelki, skakanka.
Jump ropes. They're good for...
Dobra. Dzieło sztuki. Tu też dzieło sztuki. Wygląda jak tapeta z Windowsa. A, to tu było... zaraz, to my śpimy w siłowni? Dziwne. Gdzie my się mieliśmy z nią spotkać? W wisience na torcie, nie? To było po drugiej stronie ulicy. Może kwiaty będę mógł dla niej kupić.
I should decide what I want first. There certainly is a wide selection. I wouldn't mind getting something for Gretchen, but I have no idea what. Hello.
Hello. Can I help you choose some flowers?
Sure. I'm looking for something that says, I know you dislike me, but please don't kill me in my sleep.
A long-stemmed red rose will make any woman happy to see you. The price is $10.
Nie ma problemu. Bierzemy.
I'll take that long-stemmed rose.
Good luck.
Już na pewno zyskaliśmy w jej oczach. Romantico. Jestem ciekaw, czy bym mógł z nią porozmawiać, gdybym nie kupił tego kwiatka. Obstawiam, że to jest ona.
Evening.
Hello, David.
I, got you something.
A rose. I'm impressed. You know how to treat a girl.
My mama raised me, right? So, you said you wanted to, fill me in.
I do. I got you a beer. Hope that's all right.
Perfect. Thanks.
Drink.
Looks like you already have a drink. Can I buy you another?
Thank you, but I think I'd better keep my head.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Chcemy ją upić. O sobie.
So, tell me about Gretchen Stern.
Deep subject. What do you want to know?
Może opowiesz mi o sobie.
What's your background?
I have a master's in art history. You?
I got training in all sorts of things in the military. Not sure how much of it will be useful in real life.
I guess that depends on whether you hope to invade any small countries.
Czym się zajmujesz poza pracą?
What do you do besides work?
I belong to a racquetball league.
So you like to smash things.
It relieves the tension. I don't suppose you have a better idea.
I've heard meditation is good for that.
Right.
Dobra, ta cisza to wszystko mówi. Masz rodzinę w Nowym Jorku?
Do you have family in New York?
No, my parents live in Connecticut.
Must get a bit lonely.
In the city? Hardly.
Jak długo pracujesz w antykach Rektora?
How long have you worked for Rector Antiques?
Long enough. 5 years.
I take it you run the shop while Mr. Rector travels?
I do everything while Mr. Rector travels, which is always.
I can see why he'd be loath to go away.
Malachi.
You wanted to talk to me about Malachi?
Yes. Be careful. He'll break your heart.
Gretchen, I'm his bodyguard.
Maybe, but people fall in love with him. That's the way it works. He's gorgeous, he's brilliant, and he's aloof. It makes you itch to break through those defenses.
I'm not the itchy type.
Good, because there's nothing behind those defenses. He doesn't have friends, he doesn't have relationships. He doesn't trust anyone, not even me, and I've been managing his shop for 5 years.
I wonder why. It's not like you'd go behind his back or anything.
I'm trying to do you a favor.
I suppose you're speaking from experience. Did you two have something?
One time. It's one of his rules. If you're lucky and you catch him at a weak moment, you might get once. He tells you that up front, and you think he doesn't mean it, or you'll be able to change his mind. He never breaks his rules. I've seen some of the most beautiful women in the world, famous women, walk into that shop and scream at him for walking away. It's like he's made out of stone.
Look, his personal life is none of my business. He's my employer.
I'm glad to hear you say that. So, you're straight then?
My personal life is none of your business either. Well, it's been special. I should really get back.
Give Malachi my regards.
Sure. See you around. Ah! Sounds like Rector's being attacked. It's coming from his room. Damn it! This door is like Fort Knox. I'll have to find another way in there.
Obstawiam, że przez balkon. Może znowu ci Azjaci go zaatakowali.
It's too far away to jump. I'd end up decorating the sidewalk. That won't help me get up to that balcony.
Czyli muszę znaleźć coś, co będę mógł tutaj użyć. Dobra, jedyne pomieszczenie, do którego mogę wejść, to jest pokój Davida, a mianowicie siłownia. Skakanka. Tu chyba widziałem też hak, nie? W plecaku. Dobra, jeżeli uda mi się te dwa elementy połączyć ze sobą.
That single rope isn't long enough to reach. There, that'll work.
To mamy coś w rodzaju liny. Świetnie. Tak patrzę, może coś jeszcze będę mógł zabrać. Orbitka na pewno nie. Hantelki też nie. Ławeczki nie. Dzieła sztuki też nie.
It's too heavy to move.
Dobra, spróbuję samej liny użyć na balkonie.
There's nothing in my jacket that will help. I might be able to use that table. Once I figure out how and where, I'll pick it up.
O! Stół będę mógł jeszcze zabrać.
I think that coffee table could reach it. That won't help me get up to that. I need a weapon. I'm not sure who's up there.
Potrzebuję broni, no tak, zapomniałem. Weźmy sobie zatem scyzoryk z naszego plecaka. O ile nie będzie za późno. No, mamy taki mały nóż do krojenia ziemniaków. Powinno wystarczyć. Jak w waszym regionie mówi się na ziemniaki? Ja jestem z Wielkopolski, u mnie to są pyry.
This isn't really the time to be admiring the view.
Wspinaj się. Tylko nie patrz w dół. Wow, wow, wow. Ty, gościu. Ja pierdzielę, spadłem. Twoje działania zaburzyła wzór, nie spiesz się. David Jeszcze raz. O kurde, ja nie wiedziałem, że tu można zginąć.
This isn't really the time to be admiring the view.
Dobra, udało się.
Oh my god! Mr. Rector! Malachi! It's okay. I've got you. Are you all right? Do you need paramedics? Can you talk?
Get out! Get out!
Yes, sir.
Oh, hell. What a night. I can't believe I had a panic attack. And that Walker saw it. I think what happened with Markham triggered it. I must be losing my mind. I need to speak with Dexter again. Figure out what's going on. I should text him.
Ja widzisz, gościu, tak to jest, jak się bierze nadmiar tabletek. Oktawian August, a ja se mówię, co to jest za Juliusz Cezar? No faktycznie jest następcą Juliusza Cezara. Wygląda tak jak on.
I need to speak with Dexter.
Dobra, dzwońmy do Dextera. Nie mylić z Dexterem Laboratorium.
I'd rather send a text.
No to piszmy, musimy się spotkać.
Bring my security? That's interesting.
Pański telefon nie jest zabezpieczony. Niech pan przyjedzie do mojego biura. Proszę zabrać ze sobą ochronę. Dex.
We leave for an appointment in 30 minutes.
No. I have a sister in Ohio. Thought I might go see her.
My need for security hasn't changed.
Look, I'm sorry I invaded your privacy. I thought you were being attacked, but I can't do my job like this. I have to know what it is I'm protecting you from. And I need to know about things like medical issues.
There are no medical issues.
I was there last night, remember? You take pills every 4 hours. What are they?
Excuse me?
What if we were to get into a situation where you couldn't get your meds? I need to know how to deal with that.
You mean if we're kidnapped? Thrown into a dungeon, perhaps? That's likely.
All right, Mr. Rector. I'll see you.
You're not leaving.
Yeah, actually, I am. Unless you have something you want to tell me.
Nie muszę ci się tłumaczyć. Chcę wiedzieć, jakie przyjmuję tabletki. Wczoraj w nocy miałem atak paniki. Wiecie co? Malachi jest jaki jest, ale nie róbmy z niego większego gbura, przyznajmy się.
Last night, it was a panic attack, the first in 3 years. That's what the Xanax is for. I very much doubt it will happen again, so it need not concern you.
Good. Now I know. Thank you for telling me.
Nie muszę ci się tłumaczyć. Chcesz wiedzieć, jakie przyjmuję tabletki?
You want to know what pills I take? Extra strength aspirin for headaches and Xanax. I can live without either,
Migraines?
among other things.
So where is this meeting today?
Dexter. He's something to do with the government. If the men from Cairo are after me, it's for a job I did for him a few weeks ago in Venice.
All right, Mr. Rector. I'll go.
Suit yourself, Mr. Walker. I'm having coffee first.
I want to protect you, you ass.
Heard that.
Good.
I'm here to see Dexter.
Your passport, please. Mr. Rector, are you here with Mr. Walker?
Yes. This is Mr. Walker.
Your passport, please, Mr. Walker. Very good. Go on through, sirs.
What was that about?
I was going to ask you.
Welcome back, Mr. Rector.
Mr. Dexter?
And Captain Walker. It's a pleasure to meet you. You have a most remarkable service record.
Thank you, sir.
You're quite the hero. I'm almost tempted to steal you from Rector's employ.
I'm fine where I am at the moment, sir.
Sit down, Mr. Rector. You said you wanted to talk to me. You may speak freely. I do have your word, Mr. Walker, that nothing that's said here will leave this office.
Yes, sir.
I most certainly will speak freely.
Walker.
How do you know Mr. Walker?
I take an interest in you, Mr. Rector, whether you work for me or not. When I heard you'd hired Mr. Walker, I made it my business to find out about him.
My records are classified.
And I believe that's called stalking out here in private citizen land.
You're not merely a private citizen. I think we both know that.
Atak w Kairze.
I was attacked in Cairo while on a job for another client. The attackers were the same ones who broke into my hotel room in Venice. They were dressed as Arabs, but it was definitely the same organization. In fact, they attacked Mr. Walker even before I hired him. Then they jumped both of us in the street. I'd like an explanation. Are they your men?
No, they certainly are not. I can only assume they're interested in you for the same reason that I am, for your remarkable skills. Did you learn anything more about them?
They're Chinese but not nationals. One of them spoke fluent English with an American accent.
Interesting. We'll get to the bottom of this. I'll make sure of it. But please don't worry about those men. That's not your job.
Oh? And what is my job?
I think you know.
Senator Markham.
Bianca Cardolo was going to attend a dinner for Senator Markham. She would have met him there, and that's why she was killed.
You know who Markham is, don't you?
I have an intuition. Tell me.
If you know about Senator Markham, then you can understand why he's extremely important. If he becomes president, he could forestall the collapse of the global economy and bring a golden age to the U.S., maybe for hundreds of years. We must protect that potentiality at all costs.
Like Augustus did, in Rome.
Yes. That's why we need you to take another job for us, Mr. Rector.
Praca.
What kind of job are we talking about?
You determined that Bianca Cardolo was not Livia Drusilla. We believe she was killed because someone thought she was. Augustus would not have become Caesar without the wealth and connections his wife brought to their marriage. Someone is trying to kill Markham's Livia in order to prevent his presidency and the rise of the U.S. We've identified several more candidates. We need you to research each of them and tell us which one is the real Livia Drusilla. I'll offer the same payment as before. 50,000 for you and another 50 for Mr. Walker to provide for your personal security.
No. Sorry.
Do we have a deal?
Nie, póki nie złapiecie tych zabójców. Chcę wiedzieć więcej o Fita. O właśnie.
I told you my terms. I want to know more about what this agency does. and you can explain why you're interested in me while you're at it.
You understand that they will kill her if they find her before we do. They may even kill anyone similar just to be sure. The only way to prevent that is to identify her and get her into secured custody as soon as possible.
That's not my problem.
What about you, Captain Walker? You're a man of honor. Do the lives of a dozen or more women, the wife of a future United States president, mean anything to you?
I could answer that, sir, if I had the vaguest flying fuck what's going on.
Very well. I guess I have no choice but to agree to your terms. Mr. Reichart, Mr. Walker, if you would please step into the hall.
Go ahead.
I'm going to answer your questions, Mr. Rector. I hope I'm not wrong to trust you.
What is this?
It's you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Your IQ is 175. Your mother was killed by a lion in front of you when you were 7 years old. Your father is a brilliant mathematician, but after your mother's death, killed while she was meeting her lover, he was betrayed and broken. He never showed you affection, hardly acknowledged your presence.
Are you trying to tell me those events were engineered? That my mother?
No. Of course people do try to manipulate events, but no. It was the pattern. All we do is watch.
What does the death of my mother have to do with the pattern?
It was critical to forming who you are. With your intelligence, you might have been a botanist, an oceanographer, a chemist. So many choices. But that lion made you loathe nature, so much so that you turned your back on it completely, focused on the history of men, of objects, and her death deeply scarred your ability to trust. Well...
But Livia Drusilla is a person. The savant is not a person.
No, it's an archetype. There have been 3 savants that we know of in the past, and likely more.
Give me a name.
Benedict de Montfroy, 1230 to 1280. He developed the Moebius theory, which remains our primary source to this day. His mother was killed by a bear.
This is bullshit.
If you believe that, you wouldn't be here. I'll send you a condensed version of the Moebius theory to your phone. Don't try to forward or copy it. We're routing your phone through a secured government call center as of now. Please be sure to use that phone for all future communications with me.
I hope you offer better reception than my old provider. But what about Captain Walker? Who is he? And how is he involved in all this?
Excellent question. I'll tell you the answer. After you've identified Livia Drusilla for us.
You drive a hard bargain.
I'll make the arrangements.
Mr. Rector, Mr. Walker, before you board the plane, there's someone here who wants to speak to you. I wanted to meet you gentlemen in person before you left.
Senator.
It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
I wanted to ask you personally for your help in identifying and protecting this woman. The woman who was supposed to become my wife.
I can't say I completely believe in any of this, but I'll do what I can to identify Livia Drusilla, if she exists.
Thank you. I don't blame you for your skepticism. I only found out about Fida and Moebius a few months ago myself. It's very strange to be told your own destiny.
You never doubted your destiny for a moment.
True. I always knew that I was meant for something important. But it's another matter to have it confirmed. To know that this woman is out there, and what she's supposed to mean to me. To know that there are people who want to destroy me before I get a chance to do what I was born to do. And to know that they damn well can.
They won't succeed, sir, because we're better than they are.
Do I have your word on that, Captain Walker?
Yes, sir, you do. Goodbye, sir. And don't worry. One of these days, you're gonna tell me who the hell you really are.
When I figure it out, you'll be the first to know.
Rozdział 4. To noc w Sekwanie. Zróbmy sobie save kontrolny. Antrakt. Dobra, zobaczymy sobie jeszcze intro i kończymy ten odcinek.
I suppose you're going to follow me around this entire trip.
That's what I'm here for, Mr. Rector.
Well, I certainly hope Dexter's private plane was able to shake any pursuers. It would be nice to only have to think about my job for a change, rather than being attacked.
You worry about your job, sir. I'll take care of the rest.
I znów łykamy tabletki. Ale teraz przynajmniej wiemy dlaczego. Skoro mamy ataki paniki, to są to jakieś tabletki uspokajające. Dostaliśmy SMS-a. Kobieta, którą ma pan sprawdzić w Paryżu, jest Caroline Alphonse. Przesłamy jej dosier na pański telefon. Przesłałem również obiecaną informację na temat teorii Moebiusa. 2 nowe pliki dodano do projektów. Dobra, przeczytamy sobie te notatki w kolejnym odcinku. Mam nadzieję, że ten wam się podobał. Dzięki wielkie za uwagę, trzymajcie się i do usłyszenia. Hej!